very good Sunday morning for everybody jumping in for another Right Angle Sports Release show here on Covers YouTube. Good to see so many familiar faces in the chat. And also, be remiss if I wouldn't say happy Thanksgiving to everybody north of the border up here in Canada, celebrating a holiday long weekend. And what a better way to do it than a bet from the professionals at Right Angle Sports on NFL Sunday. And again, I say it every week. College football is great, but my goodness, is NFL just the best sport ever. And it is just an absolute treat to bet on it each and every week. For those of you who are in on the show, there's a subscribe button right here, potentially right here, depending on where you're watching. We just crossed 12,000 subscribers here on Covers YouTube. So if you want to hit that button, you'll get a ton of alerts going forward for all of the content that the great team at covers.com is doing. Big show today because it is the last show that Right Angle Sports will be doing for football season. The team transitions over to college basketball at this time of the year. Nobody does college basketball better, and they've proven that for the last 2 decades. So this is going to be it. A win, the show finishes in the green. A loss, it's 7-7 and juices out for the 2.5-month series. So there's a lot of pressure on this one, not just for everybody betting, but for Ed and the team behind the scenes. I know a lot riding on the bet today. For those of you who are joining for the first time, let's just remind you one last time what we do here. I'm going to tell you first and foremost to set up a game. That is your cue to open your sportsbook app, go through the list, find the game I'm telling you to set up, add it to your bet slip, put in the risk amount, get ready, but don't bet it yet because you're going to have to wait about 15 to 20 seconds. I'll tell everybody one of 2 things. I'll either say go or I will say cancel. If I say go, you bet that immediately, because even with this being the NFL on Sunday morning, the biggest market that you're going to bet into, these numbers move right away. And if I say cancel, that is your cue to remove it from your bet slip. If I say cancel, it is not a bet. And the reason that we do cancels is because people try to jump ahead. They get a little bit anxious. They try to ruin it for everybody else. We say cancels to keep everybody honest from jumping ahead of everyone. The goal here is for everybody to get the number at the same price that the guys at Right Angle Sports are giving it out. And these bets, of course, coming from a team of professionals over there. When it comes to sports betting, nobody has more market influence than the guys at Right Angle Sports. With all that said, let's get to it for the final Right Angle Sports Release show of 2022 football. We will start by setting up game number 465 Miami Dolphins, New York Jets over 45.5. So again, this is a setup for all of you who are joining for the first time. Find the game in your sportsbook, add it to your bet slip, but we will give everybody 15 to 20 seconds to find this, add it together, and I will say if it is a go or a cancel. The bet, again, is setting up 465. Miami Dolphins at the New York Jets over 45.5. We'll give everybody a few more seconds. 465 Miami Dolphins, New York Jets over 45.5 is a cancel. We are not betting Miami, New York over 45.5. It is a cancel. If you have it in your bet slip, remove it from your bet slip. This is not a bet. Move on to the second setup of the day. Going with game number 466, Miami Dolphins, New York Jets, under 45.5. You're not going to have far to move to find this one to set it up. 466, Miami Dolphins, New York Jets, under 45.5. We will give everybody another 15 seconds to find and set up 466 Miami Dolphins, New York Jets under 45.5. Miami Dolphins, New York Jets under 45.5 is a cancel. We're not betting under 45.5 despite everybody's best efforts to jump in front of the line. As you can see, some people got antsy, started to move the number. This is why we do cancels. Let's keep it going. Setup number 3 of the day. We are going with 4 4-6-5 Miami Dolphins, New York Jets over 45.5. You should already be on this game, so we'll go back for another setup. 4-6-5 Miami Dolphins, New York Jets over 45.5. Game number 4-6-5 Miami Dolphins, New York Jets over 45.5 is a go. We are betting Miami, New York over 45.5. This is a go. Let us know in the chat, what number were you able to get? What price did you see? What sportsbooks did you bet it at? A lot of people got antsy on the under. A lot of people got antsy on the over the first time. This is why cancels continue to happen. And it's interesting to see just how much people are willing to jump ahead of things to get this even on an NFL Sunday morning market. That is a tongue twister in itself as we see these lines jump back and forth, but it also reflects the influence that the guys at Right Angle Sports will have over the biggest markets. Ross Kastner got a 45. Looks like a lot of 45s as well. Luke found it at MGM. Chris Sauer got 45.5 at DK. Dustin got 45. Ken got half a point better than the release, as did Evan Tracy. This number is now up to 46 a lot of places, but Tom also found 45, as did Choppy 617. So we're seeing a lot of 45s that are half a point better than the release. Don't believe anybody here had any issues getting the numbers aside from those that decided to try to jump the line and go a little bit early. And we're seeing some books at the moment on the board a little bit confused about what is going on. But 89% of people in the chat were able to get 45 or better. And Tim Burke might have the best number of the day, 44.5. So to bet today, Miami Dolphins, New York Jets over 45.5. A lot of folks here will get 45 as well. That is the final bet from the guys at Right Angle Sports for football season in 2022. Appreciate everybody stopping by each of these shows since early August when they got going. Appreciate everybody for communicating in the chat, following along. There is a subscribe button down below. Again, if you want to stick with all of the great content coming out here on Covers YouTube, hit that subscribe button below. Thanks, everybody. Enjoy the game today. We'll talk to you on the next show.